They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the SEC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Burgess. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like we were talking about the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The running back has it. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll go back to the ground. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Fast motion from the offense. Scanning the field, it's Burgess. Throws for the tight end. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Garcia. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 7, Florida 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. With the catch, it's Harper. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The official says no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
That keeps the score. Clemson 7, Florida 0.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on third and short if you can get them aggressive and a defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out. Shut that play down before it even started.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be dragged down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Got his man to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. To the air. It's Burgess. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He's going to pass. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. And back to the air on 2nd down. This time on target.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your play.
And it's picked off. Got room on the return. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
The Tigers will take over. First and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Second down coming up.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. Looking for a man. It's Burgess. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it first and 10 from the 46. Looking to move it through the air. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Listen to this crowd just shaking shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third down, he drops to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on first down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 24 to Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll run for it on 4th down. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Offense facing 4th down.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more yard miss, that might have been huge.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Gators get it past the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Might as well give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 24, Florida 21.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat and
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They're trying to get to it. He finds his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He's now over 200 yards from scrimmage, joining the likes of Clemson legends Sammy Watkins and Mike Williams.
And when you think of those guys, you think of big plays. I mean, guys that can hit home runs immediately, and that's what he's doing. And when your name's mentioned with that kind of elite company, you talk about sticking your chest out. You talk about being a dude. Those are NFL players, and you're getting compared to those guys. That's a good day at the office.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on deep.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those
going for the big play. He's got it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, I feel for this offense. If they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second downs. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They're going to throw it again. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
He wants to take the top off. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Looking downfield, it's Burgess. They're bringing heat. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs.
He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the grab on the right. Running toward the tape. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 35 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, to keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
And I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. All the way back to the 15. They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
It's 2nd down.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.